Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey,
DB,
Rashad.
Dewanna Bonner. She's getting a lot of criticism from Fever fans, and it makes sense. It's a part of sports. If a player is perceived to quit, give up, people are going to talk about you. Fans going to talk about you. The media going to talk about you. That's just the way it is. It's been like that since I was a kid. Ever since I was following sports, like you think about the TOs, you think about the players who sit out. I remember James Harden. Remember when James Harden got fat to get traded from Houston? Like I've seen so many players kind of like pout their way out of situations because they weren't happy with the current with the organization or whatever the case might be, things of that sort. Shank said Clark picked one player that's in the same sex relationship. Pretty difficult in the WNBA. Me thinks is Hamby gay. No. De'Erica Hamby is straight. She got mad kids. and she from a that's my dog. That's my dog. We went to high school together. Shout out to D Hamby. Anyways, Nathan said define quit. Did Tina Charles quit on Phoenix? Yes. when you force your way out of an organization in the middle of the season, yes, I do perceive that as people can look at that as quitting. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Fever fan. I'm happy for Bonner to go suck on another team. That's harsh, but that's sports, bro. Like I said, that's sports, dog. Like it happens. Like I said, in every sport. Like if you are frustrated with your current situation, but it's the middle of the season, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I don't know. Like I think a lot of fans kind of view it as this, right? I'll just give this perspective, and you can interpret it as if you want. You go into the season with a mission. Our mission is to go in as a unit, as a team, and finish the season, to go through the entire season and compete for a championship. That's every sport, every player, everything like that, right? There's some people who are like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to compete for it. I don't, we're a rebuilding team, we're a young team. We just want to go out there and play hard, and that's what we want to do, right? But other people, most people, it's like, I'm coming in with this group, with this unit, and we want to win the championship. What front office, organization does, management, what they do, that's out of my hands. That's out of my control. But as far as I control, I want to stay with this team. I want to see this thing through, and we want to win the championship. It just is what it is. So when you, as a player, kind of force your way out, stump and say, I'm not happy with this. I don't like the situation. Get me out of here. Get me to the next thing. I'm ready. In the middle of the season, in the middle of the mission, it can be perceived as quitting. So yes, that's what I mean by quitting. Shank said she knew what she was getting into. Bizarre. Nate said, so if you sign with a team and clearly there's a lack of communication about what your role is that really quitting? Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's like, right? If I get a job and I go into the said job with an expectation to be there for 2 or 3 years, and I'm there for first 6 months, and it's nothing like what they told me when I signed the paper. If I leave after 6 months, that's low key quitting, bro. Like, because I told myself going into it, all right, I'm gonna give this job 2-3 years, and I left after 6 months. That's low key quitting. That's how I view it. Like, even if it's not what they told you, like what the job was gonna be when you signed their offer sheet, I think that's quitting. So yeah, that's how I view quitting and everything like that. Regardless, the thing with Dewanna Bonner, like, people talking crazy about Dewanna Bonner. Like I came into this thing wanting to defend DB just overall because she's a legend. And I feel like the way that people talk about legends is crazy. Like the way that Cheryl Swoops is being talked about anytime she talks about Caitlin Clark is insane. Because first of all, Cheryl Swoops, I don't think a lot of the people that talk about Cheryl Swoops and this and that understand that she scored 47 points in an NCAA championship game and won the championship. Like, that's insane. And she did it in the 90s where, like, it's a whole different game now where you're running up and down and teams are scoring 120 and 90. Like, this was back in the 90s where people weren't scoring like 90. Like, it's hard to see in some national championship game settings in college to see teams even score 47 points as a team. She scored 47 points as a one player. So, I mean, I don't know. I think people like there's no respect there for their legends and for the OGs and for the people who's at the president. However, if we're just talking about fans and sports and the way that it's presented, yes, it's like this across the board. T.O. quit. Kobe was trying to force his way out of the Lakers, off of the Lakers. Like it was looking like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe quit. If LeBron goes to another team, right? LeBron goes to another team, you like, dang, LeBron quit. Like when KD, when they were up 3-1 against the Warriors and beat the Warriors, no. They what they did? They came back 3. No. They were up 3-1 on the Warriors, and then the Warriors came back and beat them in the Western Conference Finals, and then the Warriors gave up a 3-1 lead to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. But when KD, after losing to the Warriors after being up 3-1, and he joined the Warriors, what people say? KD quit. Everybody said that. I mean, you know, Nate, you from the DMV. You fit in, it don't fit you. Mark Leno Perez, or I'll just say Pays. Her role was supposed to be another scorer, not just another player with 6 personal fouls. 100%. I mean, like, it's like, okay, if you had a specific role and you signed to a team and said, this is our vision for you, we want to do A, B, and C, I still think, like, as a professional, bro, like, and I understand it's a slippery slope because it's like on one end, organization, they're not going to have no type of patience with you. They're not going to have any type of morals or like values with you. They're going to cut you when they want to cut you. They're going to trade you when they want to trade you. It is what it is. And sometimes they might not even tell you. Who just went to Vegas? Dejanay Carrington girlfriend, Nalissa Smith, right? Nalissa Smith was like, wow, I didn't have to see that coming. Dejanay get on Twitter. Dang. Y'all just traded my girlfriend. Y'all just broke up the family. Dang, what are we going to do with these dogs? They didn't know, right? They didn't know. But however, you know what I'm saying? Like, business is business, sports is sports. All right, hold on. He said, another follow-up question. Did KD quit on OKC? Yes. 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 KD quit on OKC, bro. He quit on OKC. But I mean, his rings still technically count. Like, I can't be like, his rings don't count because he won them, bro. Like, he still won his rings. So shout out to KD. Alex Corbin said, evening to you all from ATL. God bless you. Shout out to the A. The A is in the building, man. Shout out to Alex Corbin, man. But yeah. I think KD quit on OKC. That's just how I view it, bro. Like, if you give up on a team, like people who I don't see is giving up. Russell Westbrook at OKC. Russell Westbrook extended his stay in OKC before he left. Who's another person? Damian Lillard. And come on, man. Come on, AC. Appreciate the love, brother. I need to start going live like earlier. Like, it's people in here, the chat popping. It's crazy, man. Shouts out to the chat. But anyways, what is it? Russell Westbrook. Oh, yeah. Damian Lillard, bro. Damian Lillard in Portland. He didn't quit on Portland. Like, he extended his time. He was there. He did everything he could. He stayed too long. I think overstaying your welcome, I look at that as like not quitting. Anything shorter than that, when you guys are still in the thick of it and you still have a chance, I look at that as quitting. I'm not going to lie. But that's just my personal like viewpoint of it. And I think that's sports across the board. It's not just DB. I'm not just like, DB, you quitter. I seen someone, I'll say this. Here we go. A girl is now jobless in Phoenix because Bonner quit on the Fever to go play with her wife. This league is so unprofessional. I will never root for DB. I wanted to say this, bro. Someone else was like, because you know DB showed up to the game last night and she was courtside, and they said, "Y'all give it up for former Phoenix Mercury DB, former Phoenix Mercury champion." They gave her a standing ovation and stuff. And someone said, "This so nasty. She went to the game and just looked on the bench to watch the player that she was going to replace and take their job the next day and cutthroat. She's cold. She has no heart." And I'm just like, yo, chill. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? If there are 12 roster spots and you have someone the caliber and the resume of a Dewanna Bonner out there available and wants to sign with your team, you are going to do what's necessary to do that for your team. It's like Kevin Durant. We're going back to Kevin Durant. This time, 2025, Kevin Durant, right? A Houston Rockets fan was like, man, man, the Rockets are going to miss Dylan Brooks, what he brings to perimeter defense and the hustle and the intangibles that he brings as a 3-and-D player and the grit that really brought this team together. I think that's the reason why the Rockets were a number 2 seed last year, right? He did this whole thing about Dylan Brooks and how important he was. Someone just quote tweeted it and put one simple sentence: they got KD. At the end of the day, bro, it's like, man, yes, this player who's on the bench is a great woman and she worked hard for her position and her job in the WNBA and on the Phoenix Mercury. If you have a chance to get Dewanna Bonner back on the roster, regardless of how bad she looked earlier this season, because like I said earlier discussing the situation, Tina Charles, right? Tina Charles looked horrific in Phoenix, right? She looked washed. She goes to Seattle. She finished up that season and looks decent, right? And then for a year, nobody signs her. And then Atlanta calls her up. Hey, do you want to come play for your old teammate, Tanisha Wright in Atlanta? She said, bet, let's do it, Dan. Daps him up. All right, we come down to Atlanta, and she looked amazing last season. She looked like the old Tina Charles. She looked like she never lost a step. So it's like, that could definitely be the projection for Dewanna Bonner. If you have a chance to bring in a Dewanna Bonner in your lineup to back up Satu Sabali, who, knock on wood, has the history that she has with playing and things of that sort, now you have a viable option to not only back her up, but replace her whenever what happens. Knock on wood. Once again, I hear what you're saying, but I think this is a dang if you don't, dang if you do, dang if you don't. I think there's more to what happened in my.
Rashad, why you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.